You enter a cinema and hear one creaking door. Everyone instantly knows trouble. A shadow stretches, music tightens, and your popcorn suddenly feels like protective equipment. Those clues work because horror has rules, expectations, icons, and an audience. But nobody woke up one morning and officially invented the horror genre. Fear stories are ancient. A genre is a much newer cultural agreement. Genres form when creators repeat patterns, industries market them, and audiences recognize them. They are moving targets, not sealed boxes with perfectly fixed borders. Horror became recognizable gradually through literature, theater, cinema, commerce, and controversy. Long before Gothic novels, people told stories about ghosts, monsters, curses, and death. Folklore helped communities approach danger, taboo, grief, outsiders, and the unknown. Religious art imagined demons and judgment. Theater staged murder, apparitions, and revenge. These works contained horror, but people did not necessarily sort them as horror. Think of a recipe ingredient before anyone has named the finished dish. The emotions existed first: dread before revelation, shock afterward, and uneasy fascination. 18th century thinkers even debated distinctions between suspenseful terror and confronting horror. That conversation prepared the ground for a new literary fashion, the Gothic. In 1764, Horace Walpole published The Castle of Otranto, usually called the first Gothic novel. It mixed medieval romance, family secrets, supernatural events, ruins, and threatened innocence. Walpole first presented it as a rediscovered medieval text, then claimed authorship. The trick made old superstition feel both safely distant and thrillingly immediate. Other writers repeated, refined, mocked, and expanded the Gothic formula. Anne Radcliffe emphasized atmosphere, suspense, sublime landscapes, and seemingly supernatural mysteries. Matthew Lewis pushed towards scandal, transgression, violence, and genuinely supernatural menace. Soon, readers knew what castles, locked rooms, storms, and forbidden manuscripts promised. You know that feeling when a familiar trope appears and you lean forward. Repetition was not creative failure. It taught audiences how to play the game. In 1818, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein fused Gothic fear with questions about modern science. Its creature became enduring, but the novel also asked who truly behaves monstrously. Edgar Allan Poe concentrated dread into short stories of obsession, decay, guilt, and madness. Short fiction fit expanding magazines, letting unsettling stories reach more readers cheaply. Penny dreadfuls and serialized tales turned fear into repeatable popular entertainment. Serialization added a powerful horror tool. Stop at danger, then make readers wait. Victorian fiction transformed anxieties about cities, disease, empire, sexuality, science, and identity. Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde made respectability battle the divided self. Dracula gathered vampire folklore into a modern world of trains, typewriters, and records. Stage adaptations then made famous monsters visible, repeatable, and ready for cinema. Early filmmakers quickly discovered that cameras could make impossible things appear real. Georges Méliès used substitution tricks, painted sets, devils, bats, and playful transformations. These films blended fantasy, comedy, spectacle, and macabre imagery, not one settled category. Early sales catalogs sorted moving pictures by subjects before genre language stabilized. German Expressionism gave screen fear a bold visual grammar after the First World War. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari turned distorted sets into a character's unstable reality. Nosferatu translated Dracula into elongated shadows, plague imagery, and predatory movement. Angles, contrast, framing, and shadow became reusable tools for visualizing inner fear. Then synchronized sound gave horror footsteps, screams, thunder, silence, and unforgettable voices. Universal's Dracula and Frankenstein became major hits in 1931. The studio repeated monsters, stars, makeup styles, sets, sequels, and recognizable publicity. Now horror was not just a mood, It was a product audiences could request. Posters, theater programs, reviews, and double bills taught viewers what belonged together. Britain even introduced an H certificate for horror films in 1932. Classification and censorship did more than restrict horror, they publicly defined it. Once labeled, the forbidden thrill became part warning sign, part advertisement. During the 1940s, Val Lewton's productions often suggested monsters instead of displaying them. Low budgets encouraged shadows, sound, off-screen space, and the viewer's imagination. After the war, atomic fear and Cold War suspicion bred giant creatures and alien invasions. Horror overlapped science fiction because cultural fears rarely respect shelf boundaries. Japan's Godzilla transformed nuclear devastation into a monster with immense cultural resonance. Britain's Hammer films revived Gothic monsters with color, intensity, and period atmosphere. By 1960, Psycho moved terror into an ordinary motel and a disturbed human mind. Suddenly, the monster might be your neighbor, host, family member, or even yourself. Night of the Living Dead arrived independently in 1968 and remade the zombie. Its bleak social tensions helped show horror could confront contemporary America directly. Independent production also proved influential horror could emerge beyond major studios. The genre was becoming cheaper to make, harder to contain, and more socially immediate. The 1970s brought demonic possession, folk horror, bodily threat, paranoia, and family breakdown. The Exorcist became a major cultural event, provoking crowds, controversy, and censorship debates. Jaws fused horror with the summer blockbuster and made open water feel unsafe. Halloween helped standardize the slasher, stalking viewpoint, vulnerable group, masked killer, survival. Success produced sequels and imitators, turning formulas into both comfort and complaint. You complain that a trope is predictable, then feel cheated when it never arrives. That tension drives genre. Familiarity sells the ticket. Variation makes one film memorable. Horror kept branching into slashers, body horror, supernatural horror, creatures, comedy, and more. Home video changed access, letting fans replay, collect, trade, and discover forbidden titles. It also fueled Britain's video nasties panic and stricter regulation during the 1980s. Meanwhile, practical effects turned bodies into spectacular sites of transformation and anxiety. Fans built communities through magazines, conventions, video stores, and late-night screenings. By the 1990s, Scream could make characters understand slasher rules inside the story. A genre mature enough to parody itself had become shared cultural knowledge. The Blair Witch Project used rough, found footage and internet marketing to simulate authenticity. Its unseen threat proved new technology could reshape an old fear. Maybe this happened. Horror was never only American or European. Every region brought distinct traditions and histories. Japan's Ring joined traditional ghost imagery with anxiety about videotapes, televisions, and transmission. Its success helped spark international J-horror cycles, remakes, and wider cross-cultural discovery. Korean, Mexican, Spanish, Iranian, Thai, and many other cinemas widened horror's vocabulary. Horror also amplified voices once pushed to the edges of mainstream genre history. Black horror, feminist horror, queer horror, and indigenous horror reframed who gets feared. Get Out made everyday racism the mechanism of a precise popular horror nightmare. Horror has always reflected social anxieties, though any single interpretation remains debatable. The fashionable phrase, elevated horror, suggested prestige, but critics challenged its implied hierarchy. Horror had carried politics, artistry, grief, and formal invention throughout its history. Streaming expanded access again, while short video and games blurred medium boundaries. Today, horror overlaps comedy, romance, documentary, science fiction, drama, and interactive play. So what finally made horror a genre? Not monsters alone, and not one masterpiece. It took repeated conventions, affordable media, recognizable marketing, institutions, critics, and fans. Each generation inherited a haunted house, then remodeled it around new fears. Horror became a genre by changing shape, while always inviting us through that creaking door.